So we're going to look at 6 exercises, and 3 of which are going to be focused on your lower body and the other 3 which are going to be focusing on upper body. So we'll start off with the lower body exercises, and then for the upper body you're going to need a foam roller. You're also going to need a stopwatch, and it shouldn't take longer than 5 minutes. So the first exercise is going to be some quad stretches. So we're going to start off towards the wall, so I'm just going to bring the tripod over for that one. Okay, so you're going to bring your knee up towards the wall and come with your foot flat if you can. Okay, so you're in this position, and then if you can, tuck your tailbone under and then step forward with this side. Okay, so we'll get your stopwatch started, and we're going to hold for 50 seconds. So really breathe deep, try to breathe into all of this side of the body. As you can see, tucking the tailbone under. If you want and you feel comfortable, you can come up to this position. But personally, I like to stay down here. That's already 30 seconds, so another 20 seconds, and then we're going to switch sides. Okay, and then switching over. So bring the other leg up, bring the other leg forward, tuck the tailbone under. Should be in a good position here. Should be on the side. You can come up. Again, you're trying to keep the knee in line with the hip as well, so everything's tracking in the same line here. So we've got 20 more seconds. And then we're going to switch. Okay, so that one's out of the way. The next ones we're going to go into like a lunge position. And we're going to hold again for 50 seconds each side. So just step forward with your leg, and we're going to tuck the tailbone under and just lean forward into the stretch. Okay, so from here, I'll show you from this side. So you're going to lean into it and then drive the knee out. But we'll keep trying to push down in towards this hip here. Okay, so we're going to hold this for 50 seconds. Again, if you want, you can kind of grip your hands down when you get a little bit more open in your hip. Or you could stay up here, which is fine. So another 20 seconds. Good, and then we're just going to switch sides and do the same thing. So stepping forward. With that side, you're tucking the tailbone under and leaning in towards this side. And then you're going to guide this knee out to try to get it a little bit more into this hip. Okay. Again, when it's starting to feel comfortable, you can walk down onto your forearms. Personally, that is not comfortable. Back up. So we've got another 30 seconds here. Another 10 seconds. Okay, brilliant. Okay, switching over. So we're going to go into the last exercise, which is going to be your frog pose. So this is where your knees are going to come out slightly wider than hip distance, turning your feet flat. Okay, and then from there you're just going to let your bum sink back, come down. So try to have your bum in line with your knees initially, and then just sink back and down, and then try to play around with tucking the tailbone under and then untucking the tailbone, and then kind of find any tight spots in the insides of the hips and on the adductors. And we're just going to hold this for 50 seconds again. So I like to take some really deep breaths through, trying to find a little bit more range each, maybe 10 seconds. Even if it's a little fraction, it's going to be good. Again, you can create a little pillow if you want with your head. Okay, and then that's 50 seconds, and then we're done. Feeling like it. Okay, so the next 3 exercises that we're going to go through are going to target your thoracic spine, so anything from your mid to your upper back, which can become really tight. So we're going to look at prayer pose first, so you're going to need an elevated surface. So for this one, I'm going to use a chair, so I'll bring the chair over so you can see. And just scoot back, and then we're going to bring the elbows on the end of the chair or the stool or whatever you have access to. Walk your knees back, bring your hands together, and you're just going to let the thumbs come towards the back of the head, and then just let the chest fall through. Okay, we're trying not to press too far down like this. We're basically trying to stretch it all around here, so the outer lats and also like the top of the back. So a deep inhale and then exhale. Again, we're just going to hold for 50 seconds. And as you can see, I'm getting a little bit deeper each time. Just a tiny bit more range. Breathing right into the top of the back. And exhale, coming down. Whew, that feels good. Okay, so we've got, the next one's going to be with your foam roller. So if you just bring your foam roller, we're going to aim to kind of work it across this part of your back. So if you lie down on the foam roller lengthways, and we're just going to come into a cross down position initially and just let your body fall back over the foam roller. So you're letting your ribs expand, and then from here just kind of roll down a little bit and then roll all the way back up. So you're pushing through the heels, lifting the bum slightly, and just working this for 50 seconds. So again, set your timer. I'll just set the timer again. Okay, off we go. So you're just working into the tight areas. You can probably hear my back cracking like mad. Again, play around with the arm position. So obviously crossing's going to get into, make your body nice and tight around the back, or you could bring your arms overhead or interlace your thumbs behind your head and just let your ribs flare open and just work down. Slide your bum along the floor, pushing through your heels. Hang out anywhere that feels really tight and then kind of come all the way back up. Again, you're not coming all the way up towards your shoulder blades, it's just underneath your shoulder blades, you're working that area there. Okay, and that is, it's been over 50 seconds, but you know what I'm like with counting. And the last exercise we're going to do is your shoulder bridge. So I'm just going to bring this down a little bit. So we're going to come to lie on the floor, on the back. Again, getting your timer. And we're going to bring the heels in towards the bum, lift up through the hips, and then you're going to roll up on your shoulder blades. So I like to almost like turn the thumb under, turn the other thumb under, and then try to interlace the hands and lift up here. But I'd recommend that you start your timer before doing that one because your arms are pretty stuck. Alright, off we go. So again, thumbs under, roll up here, interlace. You're just going to let the chest lift. Breathing into the chest, draw the ears away from the shoulders. And then coming down. I'm guessing that's about 50 seconds, yeah. Okay, and that's in 3, so focusing on 3 of them exercises, 50 seconds on, 10 seconds off, and just repeat them once through. And that should do you, I guess, daily mobility. Obviously if you've got longer, then repeat them, but that should really help with mobilising both the thoracic spine and your quads and your hips. Alright, see you soon.